Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast on the in-government server. On the in-government Feed the Beast server anyway. So, last time I sort of showed you all this. Well, we did the introductory stuff and everything, where we first spawned here and everything, and then I showed you this. And I've done a bit more since then. Hopefully, if I can remember at the start, I recorded making all of these. Go up here, I can actually show you. I had about, I don't know, about 12 maybe, and I made 64 advanced solar panels just because, and I mean, I was getting a bit fed. Oh, words are not coming out of my mouth today. I'm sorry about that. I've got a bit of a cough going on. So, I'm going to get my mute button handy actually. So, in actual fact, I was getting quite tired of making one at a time because you'd have to get all of the stuff. So what I did was, I'll show you the actual recipe just in case you're not too familiar with it. So it's for this one, it's like the hardest. Generator's not too bad, apart from you need obviously your machine blocks for that. Actually, I think I might have done it that way, where you use less. I'm not completely sure. I did it one of the ways anyway, and then I used the electronic circuits because I didn't have any lasers or anything going. But the hardest thing was these silicone plates, and you make them. And I was trying loads of different methods. I think I showed you this quarry last time, but I did loads of quarrying and water and everything, so I got quite a lot of clay. So I tried the clay dust method, and I think the reason I did that was because you got the most for it. Like, if I show you this, I'm not completely sure, but yeah, you get 2. So every time it was getting 2, whereas with sand and things like that, sand's very easy to get, but it was only giving you 1 per. So, and that obviously 10 seconds. So I think I ended up going with clay, just because I wanted to get them made. And since then, I've just been, every now and again, I've just been filling this up and then extracting them like that, then putting them back in, and so. So I've got quite a few now, and I just keep doing that like a routine. So now I'm stocking up on silicone plates again now. But I've done a few changes. I made the UU matter fabricator. I think it was called a UU matter something last time. But anyway, I made that. I got enough iridium. Is it? Yeah, I got enough iridium from platinum, I believe. When you could, because we're on the update now. We've updated quite a long time ago actually. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's in the dust chest. Yeah, you can make iridium ingots from. No, I believe before the update, you could get platinum dust, this stuff, and just turn it into iridium some way or another. Anyway, I did it that way, and then Greg Tech went and changed the way that rich slag works and everything. I'm sure that you've heard this many times before, but that is not something that we are going to worry about right now. So the way that I've got this powered is with scrap boxes, because scrap boxes, it only uses 2 per, and I'm sort of generating the scrap boxes, so I don't really care that you lose a little bit. But it's just easier to, because for every 1 UU matter when you use scrap, it takes 37, so it's got to fill up 37 again, whereas with that it's just going to fill up 2. So there's like, basically, if this, I'll show you this in a second, but if this system failed me, then that would have like 64. It would have, if it's got 10 inventory slots, it'd have like double that of what I'm trying to say is, right, so say if we were no longer getting scrap boxes automatically filled into this, every time it could make a UU matter, it'd take 2, so we'd make 32, 64, 128, so on and so forth. So you'd just get more if the system failed for what you've already got in your system. So all I've got here is a turtle. He mines, and then he checks he mines, he puts down, checks if there's a block in front of him, but he doesn't only check if there's a block in front of him, he checks if it's cobblestone, because before I've had this where it sort of freaks out and it's lava, and lava comes over here and it breaks the whole system basically. And I'll show you what happens when this gets full. So I don't think I can actually, because it doesn't see. Why is that still on? Basically what will happen is, when this guy is asking if there's space in the inventory, and if there is, then he'll give a redstone signal. So this, I'll see if I can show you this without breaking anything. Have I got it on me? Yes, I have. I just broke something. Great. Well, I think that'll actually show you the principle. Yeah. So when it does that, the lava gets pulled in, and this piston would retract, but it's not going to retract because this redstone right here has just been knocked off. So you, sir, need to go back there. Did I actually pick the redstone up? Yes, I did. Like a boss. So that's that system. You probably didn't understand that because I didn't particularly explain it very well, but that's been explained to the best of my ability. So we're getting at a not too bad rate. I think for some reason I feel that when I'm logged on, because I've got a chunk loader here, so whenever I log off it keeps the chunks loaded, so things can happen like this can get made while I'm offline. But it sort of feels to me like it's getting made more quickly when I'm online, and that is the correct term. It's not quicker. It's getting, I don't know why, but it just feels that way. So I've been, every time I can, I've been making these guys, which are kind of expensive, kind of not. Once you've got this matter going, it's not expensive at all, really. The worst part is that I've been realising I wasn't really too bothered about lapis before, but now I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to think about needing more lapis. So if I go and show you this, I'm sorry about the sudden drops in frames as well. I'm not completely, I mean, it's not too noticeable, I don't think, but I mean, it's not like a drop down to one frame. Like 54 stacks isn't too bad, but when you go and put them into, like, divide that by 9 and it becomes nothing. So what I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to go to the quarries and just get the ore, and then if you put the ore in the macerator you get 12 for each one. So I think that's brilliant. So you know what I'm going to do, just for the sake of the video, we've got this nice new GUI as well. Performance has been much better since as well. I think I know what it is. My bad. Sorry guys. Yeah. It's that OpenGL. It's an absolute killer when you haven't got it on. Anyway, so I think I'm going to have to do that. But the thing that I wanted to do today, now I've got you all up to speed on this, is the one thing in this mod pack that I like, I still haven't got a clue about, is Thaumcraft. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if not. But Thaumcraft is something that I've been hearing so much about, and the thing is, I like everyone's, because I watch YouTube videos obviously, so, and people have been like, okay, we're going to do some Thaumcraft now, and that's been me close tab, because I don't know why I went into this thing to show that I was closing the tab, but I've been really, what's the word, persistent, I guess. Like, I don't want to know anything about it. I want it to be like, okay, I'm a noob, what do I do, how do I do it? But there was one thing that I kind of knew about, and it was Callum gave me a wand, and I thought it was about Thaumcraft, and it was. One day I was just like messing about with it, whenever I can find it. That's a crafting table. Okay, and Callum is Legend of the Wolf, by the way, somebody on the server. Okay, I appear to have lost my wand. That is not the best of starts. I'm sorry, I will find it eventually. It is definitely somewhere in here. Where is it? I want my wand. I've also been collecting things for Thaumcraft, things like, oh, okay, that works. Everything that I think I'm gonna need for Thaumcraft, I've been like putting in here, like, because I know that you have to do research and things like that. So one day I was like clicking around, and I will craft the thing that I was clicking around on. Well, no, I'll show you actually. I clicked on one of these and watch what happened. Ha! It gave me. It like changed, and I basically I logged in. I stayed in the same position for about like 10 minutes just to see if it had like despawned, because I thought it'd be really cool if it didn't, and it did. So that was a shame. But this is called a Thaumcraft or something like that. I probably pronounced that really badly, but this is a thing that I think is going to tell us everything, like how to do things, and ooh, it's very cool. So what I first wanted to do was, well, no, see, there are a few things that sort of I do know. Like, I know that there's a special table, and I think it's this thing here, yeah, and that's the thing that you craft things in. And I want to just turn this thing off. Oh no, that isn't gonna work. Yeah. How about that? Put you in, then that. There we go. Just because that noise of tss is very annoying. So we've got the Thaumcraft. I've got quite a few of these now. I don't know. I'm not going to go rooting through the chest just to show you. But yeah, so I think we need to make one of these, which is oak slabs. Well, just slabs and wood, which is very simple. And what was that other one next to it? Arcane work table. To create an arcane work table, simply right click with the wand on the table you have placed in the world, and the arcane work table serves as the same purpose as a normal crafting table, with a few key exceptions. Apart from normal crafting recipes, it can also craft some of the items unique to Thaum. Okay, I don't know what that word is. Thaumaturity? I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm struggling to pronounce that word. To do that, you'll need to place a casting wand. Is this a casting wand? That's a wand of the apprentice, so I don't think we can do that anyway yet. I don't think so, no. Right, so how did he actually craft this? Okay, that's not too bad. A research table. Scribing tool, all right. First things first, I think is this thing anyway. Maybe it goes. I'm not sure. We'll create the table anyway. I don't know if it'll let us use this one, like this sort of wood, but we'll soon find out. And I've been like kind of careful not to do any of this off camera, because for some people it might be interesting to see, like a noob, if you will, sort of discovering it. Oh wow, that's cool. Oh yeah, one thing that I definitely know about, which I'm going to be doing in a video, is when you like hover over something, it tells you its properties that it holds. So that's pretty cool. So okay, so maybe I have to click this like it said. Oh wow. Oh, my mouse went off my thing then. Right, first things first is I want you to be gone. I hate that display. So can I craft like a... Oh, I can. Very cool. Is there anything that I can... No. Ooh, I think that I'm not sure, but there was these really cool blocks that I crafted. This like episode is gonna be ooh. I did this. Don't worry, it's fine. I've crafted some blocks anyway. They were called like markers or something, and they look really cool. They had like a circle in the middle. I'm not sure if they are for that. They had the sort of same texture as that. That's why I said that. So we have got that. We've got no. We haven't got a crucible. To craft a crucible, you must. I'm not going to read all of this. You can read it if you really want to read it. I'm going to read it in my head just really quickly. Okay, so just also got, apparently we just got to put a cauldron and then hit it with our wand. So, oh, this is one thing I really should have shown you. I set up this really cheaty induction igneous extruder thing, and it basically just creates cobble out of nothing. I mean, you could say the same for that thing, the turtle, but no, he's an actual guy who's supposed to break a block, and that's a cobble generator. Whereas this is just a machine that I've put lava and things in. So this I consider cheaty. In future time, like in future projects, you could say, I'm gonna never use one of these again. I just wanted the iron smelted, so I used him, and then he goes into a macerator and creates sand, and the sand usually comes over here and goes into this. This guy gives rich slag, which you basically, if you don't know what rich slag is, you can take like the ore that you have the least of, so in my case it'd be something like gold, and then you can cook it and you can get 3 out of 1. So that's pretty cool. And look at how many iron things I've got. I've got 26,000 pieces of iron. So we'll take a few of them. I mean, most of this stuff has literally been in preparation of Thaumcraft, because I know I'm going to have to waste a lot of like things on the research. So if I can just use this as a crafting table, can't I? That's what it said. I think this is how you, no, that is not how you create one, Matthew. Like that, yeah. I think that's no, that's not the first one I've created. So it said you do that and then just click it, isn't it? Huzzah! Oh, and you wand automatically recharges. Cool, so we're going to need a bucket, which I believe I have some in here. I mean, in future episodes I'm not going to show you literally everything that I'm doing. Like if I want a bucket, I just cut out. But for this very first one, sorry about moving my head then as well. But for this very first one, I just want to, I don't know, see if we can get one thing researched or something. So if I'm there, and then how do we get the water bubbling? Because I read something about bubbling water. The crucible needs to be placed over a source of constant heat and filled. Okay, so what would be a constant heat? Lava? Well, you know what, we can try it. If it's not, if it's something, if it's completely and utterly derpy, then my bad. This thing looks epic. Field of twine. You, sir, are going to hurt me when you decide not to be blind. Alright, okay, so I'll take you. Oh, look at this as well. See, I told you it's going to be, ooh, just from this one cactus farm being loaded all of the time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 cactus have produced 5,077 cactus. What would a man do with that? Research. I'm going to become the best magician this world has ever seen. Don't you know? I best be careful what I'm clicking on, to be honest. Cough coming. Sorry about that. Oh, I am bunged up so badly. Right, so please don't scream at me if I'm doing this wrong. You. No, I don't think that's working. Oh, it is. Oh, ho, ho. That is cool. That is cool. Right, so what would a man do now? Needs to be placed. Once the water starts boiling, you can simply throw away items you wish to break down into the crucible, and they will be broken down into their components essentially. So that must be what this stuff is. Like these things up the top, that must be called essential. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but you get the gist. So it says you can then use the wand on the crucible, and if you have got the right ratio and amount of the essentia right, it says right it you might be able to craft something. Any leftover essentia is simply spilled into the local aura where it forms flux. What's flux? I don't know. Is flux good stuff like happy magic, happy fun time stuff, or bad fun time stuff? If you sneak while with the wand, you will not attempt to craft something and directly spill the essentia into the aura. This may seem counterproductive. For now. If you're, that's like, but you will need it sometime. If you're planning on experimenting with the crucible, it's a good idea to keep scribing tools and paper handy. In this case, in case you discover something. So we're gonna need paper apparently. I think I'm not 100% sure, like I said, but I think we need paper for the research note as well. So I did set up a thing to get paper. Just one little turtle again, and he's been loaded forever. This stuff doesn't grow that fast, but 1, 2, 3. So all he does, as soon as it grows, he just literally, when I can show you, as soon as it grows, he breaks it. So we'll make 3 stacks of paper, and hopefully that will be enough. Hopefully, he says. Right, so let's just use this crafting table, I suppose. Oh dear, no, I've got a lot of wood in this place. I really probably should have thought about that before, shouldn't I? So, what else? What's else? What's new? What was that? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Are capable of holding all manner of liquids and substances, but most important, they are the... Yep, I don't know what that says. Is the ability to hold essentia. Essentia is not easy to gather, however. It inevitably stains the flower, making it only usable once. Okay, so it's like a vial that can hold things. Scribe tool is glass bottle, feather, and ink sac, and I think we need that for you. No, what was it that we needed it for? We needed it for some. Oh, was it? Yeah, it was one of these. So I'll get those stuff together because I'm gonna have to go and get the glass and everything, and I'll come back. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, and that didn't take long at all. So I believe it was like you, and you. Yes. Are we gonna need more than one of these? Would that be wise? Can we do anything with? Oh, that feather is grand. So I wonder if that like stays. Oh shit! Oh dear, that damages me. I wonder if it stays full with water when I use it. Why is it making like a weird noise when I hit it? I don't know. So what are these things here? Okay, they're all encrypted. Flux where when magic goes wrong. Using magic, well, that's something I can read on my own. Great wood trees, I've got them. I've got a sapling for them as well. Silverwood trees I can't get a sapling for. I've got like stacks upon stacks of leaves, and I've killed so many trees I just cannot get saplings for them. Scram tool, what did I need it for? I needed it for something. Right, the research, this is the one. The research table is created by placing 2 tables next to each other and then clicking on them with scram tool. Okay, I don't need to read any more right now. I put my wood away just, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Silly little boy. There we go. So presume we just put them down like here, like that, and then right click. Oh, that has got a nice texture to it, like really nice. I concur. Ooh, very cool. So the research table is the most important tool for any. Oh, okay. So that's like that's what they're calling their magicians, if you will. Kinda. It is used to unlock all the hidden secrets of the universe and discover new ways of harnessing magic. Harnessing, not hardness. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. Of harnessing magic. To research something. I'm sorry about my terrible reading. To research something, you need to simply place some paper in the bottom middle slot and the object you wish to study in one of the left slots. So to research something, you need to place some paper in the bottom middle. Bottom. This one? That one? No. Bottom middle. That one. Okay, well that's. He said the left thing, so I'm gonna presume that one. Well, I'm not completely sure. Bottom middle. So, oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay, it's the middle. No. Oh, just we'll see what happens. I want to get one thing researched at least today. When you press on the magnifying glass icon, you will study the. Oh my god. Well, let me just try what I presume I know already. So if I go like that and I press the oh, Thor curiosity. I think that was what it was on. Yeah, this, yeah. So then we just keep putting the same one in. Yeah. Okay. Yes. How many times can a man say yeah? Right, does that have any... No, he doesn't. I know what I can do though. Wood. I want to see if woods. So, the thing that I understand about it already, well, what I think I understand is everything. This has like two elements now. So say if this element here was wood and I already found wood, this one would be question mark and this one would be, and if I put metal in there, this one would reveal itself. That's what I personally think at the moment. So I'm thinking if that one's wood, the only way that I can find out that that's wood is if I go and get some. If I do this now, and then obviously not this only method, I could use like normal wood that actually recognises, but say if this was wood in here, but then what sort of point would it stop at? Oh, it tells you, but it does keep letting you, so that must mean that it's not in this item. So what about that one? Does that hold anything? No, it doesn't. I'm going to craft you back up. So, what things could be involved with iron or so that's metallum. We've got to think logically. Now, strengthening. See, a lot of these mod things aren't going to be in there because, well, they're not going to be in there. So we could try the trophy. I think the trophy's in. You know what I have seen actually? I've seen like a. I'll show you what I've seen on the workbench. There's like an anvil symbol, so it could be that, because that's like iron, isn't it? Okay, well we're gonna need more than them because it's not confirmed that it's not that. And that was a fail. But there, so far, has been quite pleasurable. No, it's not that. It's worth a try. I'm gonna need a massive chest or a massive array of chests to try this. Let's try a water bucket. No. lapis has got that stuff. No. No, no. Right, I've got quite a lot of lapis. Because that sort of looks like a trophy, doesn't it? Oh, no, oh, we can use them. Yeah, we can use these guys. Green sapphire's literally got no use. Oh, it is. Cool, in my opinion. Oh, and it... So, sometimes it... Maybe that's only for this, or maybe it's sometimes got like a chance of actually revealing itself. And there's a fire. So, per Tatimo or something like that. So we've got to find something that has sort of like 2 arrows. I think I've seen that before, but it's like, where have you seen it? So I have also, in preparation of this, been trying to sort of study some of the things, and it's there in the flax sheets. It's probably in somewhere else as well, but still. Cool. So then once this, yeah, so that changes into a basic discovery. Oh no, a discovery, basic transmutation. Basic transmutation. By studying the rudiments of alchemy and the properties of metals, it's kind of hard to read on the, like, the colours are kind of the same. I'll get into a darker area maybe. That's good enough. By studying the rudiments of alchemy and the properties of metals, you think you might have stumbled upon a way to transform base metals into gold. Okay, what? Shit. I right clicked with it and it's gone. Ooh, oh, okay. Haha, I understand. So from what I've just gathered, if you right click, it just goes into here. So this is like your like catalogue, if you want, of those research notes. Basic transmutation. You are now able to transform basic metals like iron into golden nuggets. The transformation is not without cost and loss, however. But one can never have too much gold, can one? Well, gold's pretty useless, but still. So if I put in 1 of them and 2 of them, so if I put in, if that's got 4, does that add up? So if I put 1 of you in, so now that's got 4 in. Now I would, if this works, I would say that has to have 8 in, which is 1 of them. If that maths thing didn't add up, this should give us 2, but if it does, it should give us more than 2. So, oh, it's also on there, that anvil sinus. I really don't know what can happen if these go wrong, so. Oh, cool. Oh, so it does. So it does add up. Very, very cool. Oh, Thaumcraft has been started. So what happens with the flux? I'm going to have to read up on that flux stuff, because it seems like it could do some damage. But anyway, I'm going to get going for today. And I know that this was like kind of unprepared. Usually I like to be like knowing what I'm doing and everything, but for this episode I just wanted to do some noob stuff, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Maybe, or not maybe, hopefully I wasn't too noobish. But like I said, that's literally the only that there was my first encounter with Thaumcraft. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we can get to do some Thaumcraft next time. And like I said, next time, if we do get to do some Thaumcraft, I will have done all of like this reading and everything off camera, because obviously all of this stuff I need to read this off camera. I have got some of these actually. I've definitely got some of these knowledge fragments somewhere. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.